So, whose perspective is this from? I don't know. All I know is that I really don't want the next chapter to be fucking Checkmate of the Golden Witch. Oh my gosh. I don't expect this chapter to have a happy ending, but I at least expect for Bottler and Beatrice to be present in the next chapter. I at least expect their characters to go on to chapter 6. Because, I'll be honest, they're the ones who oh, we got new stuff. They're the ones who sold me on the game on this. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's where fucking Right was. I was looking for that earlier. Knox's Decalogue. The Ten Commandments created by Delano A. Knox's father and used in the heresy trials. Knox's first. It's forbidden for the corporate to be anyone not mentioned in the early part of the story. Knox's second. It's forbidden for the supernatural agencies to be employed as detective techniques. Knox's third. It's forbidden for the hidden passage to exist. Knox's fourth. It is forbidden for the unknown drug or hard-to-understand scientific devices to be used. Knox's fifth. Not included. Oh, that's interesting. Knox's sixth. It is forbidden for the accident or intuition to be employed as a detective technique. Knox's seventh. It's forbidden for the detective to be the culprit. Knox's eighth. It's forbidden for the case to be resolved with the when the clues are not presented. Knox's ninth. It is permitted for observers to let their own conclusions be interpreted to be heard. And Knox's 10th. It's forbidden for the character to disguise themselves as another without any clues. The debate over the interpretation of these laws continues to this very day, and has become the source of countless unfair controversies. While fundamentalists call any infringement upon these commandments heresy, revisionalists point out that many canonized guises have violated these rules. Or geniuses. So Knox's ninth is basically, it's how you interpret things. And I'm interested in Knox's fifth. Yeah, that does sound pretty ridiculous. Like, who's to say that trapdoors don't exist? I don't know. All I know is that I at least want them to make it to the next chapter. Like, oh my god, like, I'm not gonna lie here. I feel pretty bad. Like, things seem doom and gloom. Remember, though, that there are 8 chapters, and that the series does get better. And a lot of people say this is their favorite chapter. I don't think people's favorite chapter would have a shit end like this. So, I'm holding on to hope. Alright, that's all I have left. Yeah, but you need to make sure that you don't violate them. Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that, Bottler. Who's to say that these trapdoors don't exist? I know it's her father, but still. Right! If you don't look for something, then you can't outright say that it doesn't exist. Alright? If I don't look under my bed right now, I can't say that there doesn't exist a trapdoor down there that leads to a dungeon. It's pretty fucking ridiculous that there would be one, but unless I actually go and investigate, I can't say that it doesn't exist. Because who the fuck is to say that it doesn't? The world is weird. Remember, you live on Rokenjima, okay? The fucking Kinzo's weird. Please. What would happen to closed room mysteries? They would exist. Hidden doors would always work as fine as a standard trick for closed rooms. Okay, I'm starting to get why that rule exists. Because let's say that there is a closed room. Let's say that there is a closed room. To say that, oh, there was just a hidden door that you never saw, that would be shit novel. So I understand where Noxus's third is coming from. But you have to make sure that you investigate thoroughly enough that you make sure that there is no hidden doors. The detective has to be good enough to find the hidden door. I get it. I kind of get it. It's necessary. Because if the existence of closed doors were to be used, it would make for a shit novel. It has to be possible. There has to be clues that a hidden door does exist, and that the detective can find it. Be different creaks in the wood and a detective discovering a latch. That would no longer be a hidden door, but a trapdoor. I'm still not sure how I'm able to solve the legend of Rokenjima or whatever with just what I know from Chapter 4, because a lot more information is given to me in Chapter 5. He was always trying to solve mysteries. Yeah, his fight began with Beatrice in Chapter 2. And during that chapter, she threw all the closed room. I actually got tired of the amount of closed room in Chapter 2. But if we had Noxus's information back then, it wouldn't have worked. The Red Truth. That's true. Noxus's... all of Noxus's laws are in red. She kind of is. Welcome to Rokenjima. So, but I've never really been given any hint with the red truth so far. Like, okay, there have been some that I've been given with red truth. And actually, there's some that I've been given without red truth. Thing is, these riddles can be solved. Even though Brokenjima is the most fucked up novel ever in terms of mystery, and it just seems like batshit insane logic, the Brokenjima can be solved. Umineko can be solved. You just have to think about it in a certain way. The red truth is there to give us hints. The blue truth is there to give us a statement. Until the hints say otherwise, our statements are true. It's forbidden for a case to be resolved with clues that are not presented. It means that at the very end, when we try and solve the mystery, all the clues have to have been presented to us. That's like saying, oh, I can totally solve the mystery of Brokenjima in Chapter 2. You can't. Not until the end of Chapter 4 do you technically have all the clues needed in order to solve the Legend of Brokenjima. So by Noxus 8th, we can't really solve this mystery until all the clues are technically presented. After that point, it's all a matter of thinking. Nox is not there to hold our hand. He's there to get us to think. So we're never given a riddle that we can't solve. There has to be hints. And all the hints have to be given to us before we can solve it. That is true. I can guarantee you, if you read through Umineko, and then you read through Umineko again, you start to see the patterns. Especially if you read through Chiru and you read through the 1st through the 8th again, you definitely see all the hints. And that is true. Nox is very, very vital for readers like myself. It's what we have to base our reasoning off of. That's right. That is a perfect analogy, Butler. If you think you can't open something, then it'll never be opened for as long as it exists. The moment you stop trying to open something, the moment that you think that you can't open something, you won't be able to open it. But as long as you keep on to the idea that you can open something, you can always open it. So, whether you like Noxus's rules or not, they are very vital to the construct of being able to figure things out. In fact, honestly, you can take Noxus's rules. Is it pronounced Nox? K-N-O-X? Whenever K is next to N, it's silent. Is it Nox's rules? Nox's rule. Whenever you take Nox's rules, if you apply them to other mysteries, such as Sherlock Holmes novels, you can actually figure things out a lot. It's a basic guideline to figuring out mystery. When a mystery novel does not follow that, like Higurashi, how were we ever supposed to solve Higurashi when they cry? How? We weren't. Like, how are we supposed to know by Chapter 7, oh, it's this unknown virus? We really weren't. Until Chapter 6, that is. We were given the clue that this virus existed. However, according to Nox, this can't exist. Unknown drugs or hard-to-understand scientific jargon can't be used as a legitimate mystery novel sense, because it sucks the reader out. I mean, when was the last time that you were reading a mystery novel, and, oh, it was an unknown drug that no one's ever heard of before, that was clearly the murder weapon? How the fuck would a detective even be able to do that? It sucks you out of the whole mystery, and it reminds you that you're just reading a story. It's honestly a kind of a murder mystery boner killer, if that makes sense. The thing is, does Beatrice follow Nox's... She has to follow Nox's law. No. She wouldn't be able to get away with this if she didn't follow Nox's law. Only Beatrice knows, actually. So, are we to believe that this whole time this has been a farce game? No, Beatrice... There are a lot of things that Beatrice is. A murderer, a psychopath, a nasty person. But I don't believe Beatrice cheats. That is the last thing that I believe for Beatrice. I don't think Beatrice will ever cheat against Butler. That she will cheat him out of a win. She'll mislead him. She'll pretend that she's on his side. She'll even use very touchy subjects, like, for example, Angie in Chapter 4, to get him riled up. But she plays fair. Say what you want about Chapter 2. If Butler knew about Noxus's laws, it would have been a more fair fight. He would have been able to get out of Chapter 2. But because he didn't, she tried to give him hints with the red. She tried to say, it's not this, it's not that, you have to think this through, Butler. And he didn't. So she won. I never think Beatrice cheats. Ever. That's the last thing I ever believe for Beatrice. She will never cheat. Let's say we propose a simple riddle that any Japanese person would know. Oh, great! Well, fuck me! However, if the person we're telling this riddle is a foreigner with a Japanese to English dictionary in their hand, might also be it might be almost impossible to solve. Huh. And that's kind of like the epitaph a little bit. Remember, Maria's name is the word has the word village in it. That's not the case in the English release. Could that actually be the reason why it's taken so long for Umineko when they try to be translated? Because it would actually upset the story and make things a little bit unfair for the English-speaking audience? Do you know of this foreign riddle, why do dragons sleep all day? Why do dragons sleep all day? What? Because they're protecting their gold? Unless we're talking about a Chinese dragon, in which case I actually do not know the answer to that. Huh. We're actually going to continue this in the next episode. So, until then, guys, I will see you guys next time. So, bye! That was a weird way of ending this episode. I am sorry.